Hundreds of protesters gathered in the streets of Sao Paulo on Tuesday night, responding to growing anger over PDL 3/2025, a controversial legislative decree critics have labeled the PDL of pedophilia. Demonstrators marched through major avenues, carrying banners with messages such as "A child is not a mother" and "Hands off our right to legal abortion," reflecting deep public concern over the bill's implications. The protest comes after Brazil's federal Senate approved PDL 3/2025 on June 2nd, a decision that revoked Resolution 258 issued by the National Council for the Rights of the Child and Adolescent, known as CANANDA. That resolution previously outlined protections and care guidelines for children and adolescents who are victims of sexual violence, including pathways for accessing legal abortion services in cases already permitted under Brazilian law. Critics of the new decree argue that its repeal creates serious obstacles for minors seeking medical and psychological care in sensitive cases of abuse. Feminist organizations and human rights groups have strongly condemned the move. One protester described the situation as part of a broader global pattern, stating that women's rights are under increasing pressure amid political instability and ongoing social conflicts. Another demonstrator, Tamiris, said the change undermines access to humane care for victims of sexual violence, arguing that the law now places additional barriers in already traumatic situations. However, supporters of the bill argue that CANANDA exceeded its authority, claiming the resolution bypassed parental consent requirements and failed to adequately consider the rights of the unborn. The legislation was approved through a fast-track vote in the Chamber of Deputies. As a legislative decree, it does not require presidential approval and now moves directly toward formal promulgation. Authorities report that similar protests are being organized in other Brazilian cities, including Fortaleza, Pelotas, and Vitória, suggesting the unrest may continue to spread nationally. As debate intensifies, Brazil remains deeply divided over the balance between child protection laws, reproductive rights, and legislative authority.
Que esse PL foi votado lá. Então nós da CUT